But let's do a live Friday reads. I haven't done one of these in a while. The last time I did one was with Joe from Final Blow Joe, and he's awesome. I have the afternoon to myself today. Sorry if the AC is loud. It's just kind of that hot, muggy weather here. You can tell because my hair is like freaking out. And I wanted to go ahead and do a Friday reads anyway, because I'm like in my basement by myself, chilling out. So to tell you guys a little bit about this thing that happened to me when I went to the Lego store, because yes, I'm 5 or 12. I don't know. When do you stop doing Legos? Does anyone know that? There's probably not a real time that you stop doing Legos. As a weird aside, for those of you who are watching this later and who will hear this, funny story about me. I have a cousin who's like 14 years older than me. As a kid, I really, really looked up to him, and he had colored spots on all his Lego horses and told me that you could tell a horse was a girl horse because it had spots. I believed that until I was like 13. Kitty is going to come and mess with us here for a minute. But anyway, not like a terrible week as far as reading goes. I read Martha Wells' Murderbot book, the first one, which is, I think it's All Systems Red. And I finished, I always want to call it the Canterville Ghost, but I don't think that's what it's actually called. It's by Oscar Wilde. It's like a ghost story about an American family that moves in and is like super unimpressed with this English ghost and is like, yeah, we've got plenty of ghosts in the US, which I think is hilarious. Like it's a very sardonic take on the Gothic ghost story. And I was quite impressed with him. I'm trying to think of what else I finished. Because I know there was something else. I'm most of the way through The Lost World by Arthur Conan Doyle. Like, they are now in Brazil looking for dinosaurs. I'm like, yes, dinosaurs. And also it's Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, and I like him a lot more than I like Jules Verne, who are Jules Verne lovers. I don't know, lots of stuff going on. Oh, I finished the follow-up to 9 Fox Gambit a little while ago, which is Raven Stratagem. I read that with Joe, and it was just awesome. Granted, I like the first one a lot more, but what are you going to do? I felt like the first one was much more like an immersive overall storytelling, and the second one felt a lot more like a first book. Like, it was much more approachable and introductory. Of course, because, hi, this is my Kindle. I don't know. I'm a little bit at a loss as to what to read this week. I've got like some options, nothing I'm terribly thrilled about. Some of it's backlog that I was supposed to be reading a while ago. So first things up, I've got The Space Between the Stars, and this is one, like, it's not even that what I'm reading of it I don't like. It's just that I'm like 60 pages in and not in love yet. I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's basically about a world where there's like this plague that basically literally burns you up from the inside out. And some people survive, but it's like 1 in 10 million people survive. So this woman's on an outpost and trying to figure out what she's going to do with her life now that the world is basically dead. I will be finishing it. I'm not terribly thrilled about going back to it. Like I said, no real reason. Not bad by any means, just not necessarily what I was expecting to read in it. Hopefully that's not my internet going out and it's just my video freezing. Yep, that's totally my video freezing. Okay, I think we're back now. I'm sorry for that. My internet gets throttled like all the time. I have Comcast, and if you live anywhere near a Comcast region, you just like all you ever hear about Comcast is people griping about it. And yes, Rachel, you missed that I was doing a live show because I decided to do it last minute. So yeah, The Space Between the Stars by Anne Corlett. My copy is an ARC copy, so things that are changed, but nothing big. I do need to kind of just push through and get it done, you know. I have Octavia Butler's Parable of the Talents. I love Octavia Butler. This is another one that's been on my list for like freaking ever. And I just haven't finished it yet. I read the first Parables book. Really looking forward to this one, but I had such a hard time with Fledgling that I'm not like thrilled at the idea necessarily of going back. So silly because I love everything else basically that I've ever read by Butler, but oh well. Fledglings gave me the heebie-jeebies. I'll admit it. And then I've got some Bujold. I've got The Warrior's Apprentice. This one was actually sent to me by Bain, which was really cool. And this is in the Miles Verkosigan book, like art. So it doesn't follow Cordelia, it follows her son Miles. And I'm looking forward to that. I really love Bujold. I've loved Bujold for like going on a year and a half, 2 years now. Rachel, you introduced me to Bujold, and so I'm forever grateful. I also have some stuff on my Kindle. If you guys are ever interested in me doing a Kindle tour, that's one that I've been really kind of intrigued at the idea of doing. And I've got all the stuff set up for it. I just need to actually sit down and do it. But I got some new e-arcs that I was thinking about going through and reading. I still have Saint Death by Marcus Sedgwick that I need to read, and I just haven't yet. And Mormana by Kit Reed. So the Marcus Sedgwick is the guy who did The Book Thief, and this is his new one, and it looks to be a little bit like Latin American inspired, which seems pretty cool. And I know like the entirety of YA loves him, like loves him. So hopefully that is a very good sign. Maybe be picking that up, we'll see. I also have Jane Yolen's new thing that's going to be coming out, and I have that on eARC, so I might read that first. Not that I know a ton about it, but I have enjoyed the very little of Jane Yolen that I have read before. Oh, I wanted to talk to you all about Legos. You know, again, I'm like 5 or 12 or whatever age people stop playing Legos at. I'm younger than that. I went to the Lego store because I was really in love with Wonder Woman, and I have the little Lego keychains that are like, I have the Batman one, and I have a Poe Dameron one, and I have a General Leia one. I love them, partly because I'm carrying around Legos in like my purse. Oh, Kitty says hi. Come on, say hi. Say hi. You saying, I'm gonna nip at your arm, Mama. He's just mad that I did not let him, which is his favorite place to walk. Go on, go down. Oh. Anyway, Legos. So I looked online. There is a Wonder Woman Lego keychain, right? Like freak the fuck out. Excuse my language. Wonder Woman Legos. I don't know that it's a kid's book, Rachel. I know the Jane Yolen one is up on NetGalley if you want to check it out. It doesn't sound like a kid's book to me. But I am looking up this Lego chain. I'm like, oh my God, I have to go now. I watched the Wonder Woman movie. I loved it. All about Wonder Woman. So I go to the Lego store, and keep in mind, like I have to go to the Mall of America to get a Lego, to get to a Lego store, right? This is not a small thing. This is like now I have to face crowds of like literally tens of thousands of people in, right? Because they're supposed to have like the entire stock just about. And I'm like, of course, like Wonder Woman movie just came out. It was a big hit. It's beat Suicide Squad and Batman versus Superman domestically. I go over to the little keychain side, right? Like it's a little booth thing, stand, whatever. I'm looking at it. There's no Wonder Woman. Do you know what there is? I literally ranted about this was last weekend. I literally have been ranting about it ever since. There were two little rows of Harley Quinn, one of Supergirl, but not a single Wonder Woman one. So I'm like, well, this is disappointing to say the least, right? But like I can order it online. So I go to look and I'm at the Lego store. I may as well freaking go and look at the sets. There is only one set with Wonder Woman in it. I'm going to show you what it is. Sorry if you get, I don't know, maybe motion sickness when people do this. Some people do. Bedroom. Look at this. This is what there was for the entire store for a Wonder Woman set. Are you kidding me? She didn't even come by herself. She had a male villain with her. And this is all? This is all? I'm still a little ragey about this because you know who was in like 20 sets? Harley Quinn. I mean, good God, DC, get your contract stuff together. Right? Just a little miffed about this. It's not that I don't like Harley Quinn well enough, right? Complex characters or something. But this was a big deal of a movie. How do you not have more Wonder Woman stuff? There's like one Wonder Woman set designated for the movie on the website. And on the website, if you look up Wonder Space Woman, right, the way it's supposed to be spelled, there are only like 10 things. None of them are Wonder Woman on her own. Like very, very few of them are Wonder Woman as something other than like a watch or a keychain, right? I'm like, oh my God, this is why there's a problem. I'm still real mad about it. So I of course bought the Wonder Woman set in like solidarity with her because something vote with your dollars. And then the highlight of that trip though was that there is a Miss Marvel in one of the Marvel sets. I was real pleased with that to see Kamala Khan getting some action, and it's like Kamala Khan in the outfit that she wears, like clearly, you know, Pakistani Muslim girl. And I was pretty down with that. Only one of them, but Miss Marvel's in like nothing. So the fact that she gets a Lego set or is involved in a Lego set was pretty awesome. I'm trying to think of other highlights to tell you guys. I don't know, the Wonder Woman one was my big deal of like the whole month. The chickens are outside. I have a new chicken staying with me. Her name is Miss Molly. We call her Miss Molly Gives No Fucks because she goes anywhere and everywhere she wants. She's not scared of the neighbor's dog. She's not particularly scared of like being out in the open. She's like, she wanders wherever the hell she wants, unlike the baby chickens who like stay distance of their coop. But because she's older, she is giving eggs. So it was a little bit cheating when I put that Instagram post up because that was not from the baby chickens. That was an egg from Miss Molly. Yeah, cheater make cheater face. But we have her because we're getting a baby Silky, which is the most ridiculous looking chicken. If you have a second, go ahead and Google Silky chickens. They look like what if Lisa Frank and Beanie Babies decided to make a chicken. And so we're real scared that this baby chicken will come and live at the house and then like just get bullied like to all heck because it looks ridiculous. So we've got Miss Molly staying with us for a little while to kind of teach the girls some manners. They still walk around like the freaking Shining twins. Like they are attached at the damn hip. I don't know. a lot more of my life revolves around chicken social dynamics than I thought it would at 25. But you know, what are you gonna do? It's like that is the snake eating, and can I please take a beekeeping class? Um, I am going to be trying aerial fitness, which is basically like aerial hoops. It's like a circus class. Trying that in 2 weeks. And I'm really looking forward to it. Eventually, I'm hoping to try silks, but I wanted to try something that seemed a little bit more safe, something a little bit less likely to break my neck. Not that they'd let me break my neck in a 101 class, but you know what I mean. Oh no. I'm slowly going through and cleaning my shelves again because, surprise, even though I cleaned them like 2 months ago, they are already a mess. And I have some stuff, let's see. I've been trying to go through and catch up on the tour.com stuff. I'm really hoping that they send me, what is it, Beneath the Candied Skies, the new Shauna McGuire Wayward children's novel soon. I'm really hoping. Really hoping. Rachel, don't tell me that you haven't, then I'm going to be disappointed in my whole life. Because I love the Wayward children novellas. But I think that's about like the interesting thing that I'm really waiting on. I did just get confirmation that I should be getting a copy of The Stone Sky in the mail sometime in the next couple weeks. So I'm like super looking forward to that. It's like the most thrilling. I have a bunch to do this weekend. Got to get caught up on some pre-filming. I've been just really, really bad about it, but I've also been spending a lot of time outside, so I can't really feel too bad. And I joined a CSA, or community supported agriculture group, which is a lot of fun because it's just like fresh veggies in a box. It's like a subscription box for vegetables. And so I have upstairs some beet risotto, which I'm excited to try. I don't know. I guess that's like all I have as far as an update for you guys. I'm going to go ahead and tonight I will be filming a review of the Raven stratagem. I'm going to probably do one for Slow Bullets. Oh, that's the one I finished that I forgot to mention this week. Slow Bullets by Alistair Reynolds. Was not as into it as I had hoped, but you know, good stuff all around. And we'll see. We'll see. Let me know if you have a preference for what I should read. Octavia Butler or Bujold, maybe the Yolen one. But that is what's on my agenda. I'm going to be trying real hard to finish up The Lost World. I'm thinking I might be able to get it done tonight if I go ahead and commit to doing some chores. All right, I am going to probably, I guess, hang up, stop broadcasting. You guys know the drill. Leave me a comment once this is archived. Go ahead and subscribe. I will talk to you later.